Hi friends, welcome to this class. This class is about risk management in software engineering. Myself is Dr. GNR Prasad, working as a faculty in the Department of MCA, CBIT. Before starting off this topic, let me say a few lines about what is meaning of a risk is. Risk is exist in every engineering, in every project. So risk is inherent in project management and so is the need to control it. The methodology is called risk management, which is an important as planning to making sure a project comes in on time, within a budget and of quality. The better a project manager identifies and responds to risk, the better the outcome comes out. That's why there are never enough risk management tools and techniques to have at your disposal when planning for a project is. Risk is exist everywhere and as a project manager, so we should maintain the risk and there are some techniques and tools to be used in controlling the risks. There are categories are available in the risk and let's see the two approaches are exist. Let's have a see one first approach is the project risks. They threaten the project plan. If they become real, it is likely that project schedule will slip and that cost will increase. There are project risks are exist and automatically when you are facing such type of risks automatically disturbs the project plan and when it's becoming a really actually we are facing the problem, it disturbs the project plan schedule and the cost also increases. The second type of category is technical risk. They threaten the quality and timeliness of the software to be produced. When you're facing the technical risk, automatically disturbs the quality of the software and also within a time to deliver the project also it impacts the timeliness of the software to be produced. If they become real, implementation may be difficult or impossible also. The third one is called business risks. They threaten the viability of the software to be built. Look at the business risk. What do you have is the subcategories of business risks are market risk, strategic risk, sales risk, management risk, as well as budget risk. Market here now, building an excellent product or system that no one really wants. A product is prepared, but the market is not available to sell the product is. The, the people are not ready to purchase the product is. So automatically here now, there is no use of the particular product is. So before starting the product, you should seek out which market you're targeting is also important. The second type of business risk is strategic risk. Building a product that no longer fits into the overall business strategy for the company is. A product is manufactured and the client is not suitable to the client's business strategy, then automatically the software fails. So that is also one type of the risk is sales risk. The team, the marketing people are not trained to sell this product is building a product that the sales force doesn't understand how to sell. Automatically you are taking the risk. The fourth one is management risk. Losing the support of senior management due to change in focus or change in people also one type of the risk is. When management is changed and the control also loses and it also leads the one type of risk is. The last risk is in the business risk is budget risk. Losing budgetary or personal commitment also loses the business and it also becomes the one type of risk is. The second approach is known risks, predictable risk, unpredictable risks. Known risks, what you have is those risks that can be uncovered after careful evaluation of the project plan, the business and technical environment which the project is being developed, and other reliable information sources. The predictable risks are those risks that are extrapolated from the past project experiences. Unpredictable risks are that can and do occur, but extremely difficult to identify in advance. So these are three types of what you have is called risk categorizations as a part of approach two. So two approaches you have seen. The first approach is what you have is called business risk, technical risk, project risk, and second one what you have is known, unknown, known, predictable, unpredictable risks. And come to the strategies point of view, two types of strategies comes out. How do you respond, reactive, and how do you take into considerations, proactive? Risk reactive here now strategies are. I will see that one. Don't worry. I'll think of something. The majority of software teams and managers rely on these approaches. Let it be happen automatically. We'll take care of that one. This is most of the managers do such type of things. Nothing is done about risk until something goes wrong. The team that flies into action attempt to correct the problem rapidly. Example, firefighting. Crisis management is a choice of management techniques are. So generally organizations maintain the crisis management. So these people will take care of the such type of the risk strategies. The second one is called proactive. Steps for risk management are followed. I'll show you next slide. Primary objective is to avoid risk and have contingency plan in place to handle unavoidable risk in a controlled and effective manner. What are the steps are required is called here now is called because of when talking about proactive point of view, identify possible risks, recognize what can go wrong, analyze each risk to estimate the probability that will occur and the impact that will do if it does occur. Rank the risks by probability and impact. Develop a contingency plan to manage those risks having high probability and high impact. So these are the steps are involved. Identify, analyze, rank, and develop this. How do you identify risks, sir? Risk identification is a systematic attempt to specify threats to the project plan. By identifying known and unpredictable risks, the project manager takes a first step toward avoiding them when possible and controlling them when necessary. Generic risks that are potential threat to every software project is. Product specific risks are risks that can be identified only by those with a clear understanding of the technology, the people, and the environment that is specific to the software that is to be built. This requires examinations of project plan and statement of scope. What special characteristics of this product may threaten our project plan is. Risk item checklist also exists here so that it is possible for us to verify it, what are the risks are there, and everybody can see this checklist also. Use it as one way to identify risks, focuses on known and predictable risks in specific subcategories, can be organized several ways. A list of characteristics relevant to each risk subcategory, questionnaire that leads to estimate on impact of risk, a list containing set of risk components, drivers, and the probability of occurrences. We'll see all these things. Before that, it's called known and predictable risk categories: product size, business impact, customer characteristics, process definition, development environment, technology to be built, staff size, and experiences are. Product size is the risk associated with the overall size of software to be built. So overall size of the software, how many lines of code is coming based on that is called. Overall size of software to be built, the risk associated. So there is known unpredictable risk. Business impact is risks associated with the constraints imposed by management or the marketplace. There are some constraints imposed by the client as well as market also imposes some constraints. So that is called business impact. Customer characteristics are risks associated with the sophistication of the customer and the developer's ability to communicate with the customers in a timely manner is. Process definition risks associated with the degree to which the software process has been defined and is followed. Development environment is risks associated with the availability and quality of the tools to be used to build the product is. Technology to be built is associated with the complexity of the system to be built and the newness of the technology in the system is. Staff size and experience are risks associated with the overall technical and project experience of software engineers who will do the work is. So this is the first chapter of the risk management. So next presentation, I'll talk about the continuation of the risk one, which is called RMMI technique also will be discussed on the next presentation. Thank you very much.